Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Moors broadcast on today. This is the ATM, the African True Moors Media. Come on in, guys. Come on in and let's talk about the two-sided judicial system, the justice system. The justice scale is unfair when it's their own, and we know that the justice scale is unfair when it's their own, right? Okay, the topic we're going to be talking about is Zach, this NFL ex-NFL player that was accused of a domestic situation that was floated on the internet, the Instagram. But before we get into that, let's talk about the NFL player Chad Wheeler. Let's talk about him, okay? Let's talk about him and how this system will play itself to white supremacists, right? Well, we know his trial is coming up, right? They keep pushing it back. Chad was a white supremacist boy that beat his black girlfriend, right? Let me read a little bit and then I'll talk about it, then we'll jump into Zach. This is her speaking. Lil Taylor was the woman that Chad Wheeler, his girlfriend, he beat her almost to death, right? She, let me see. Aaliyah Taylor, the woman who said she was brutally attacked by a former Seattle Seahawks player, Chad Willard, is speaking out for the first time since the incident. In a CBS this morning exclusive interview, she told CBS News Jerica Duncan that she will have to deal with the events that allegedly transpired for the rest of her life. I will still have to regularly get my concussion check. I have bolted and still play. I'm gonna have it forever in my ever in my arms. Well, we're not gonna read into all that, but let's just dive into it. Okay, this is how she said they have been together for 6 months, right? 6 months. They had a beautiful relationship. She introduced him to her family, and they would be together, and it was lovely, like it always would be when you first start in our relationship. But anyway, in a domestic situation like that, there are signs. There are signs that you will see immediately. Sometimes we are blind to these signs because we feel love, or we feel that we are wanted in the relationship. And I know without a shadow of doubt from my domestic situation experience that I experienced, I saw the sign early, but I was in a distress situation from the beginning, so I dealt with him. But it didn't get to a point that he thought about it the same way this young man Chad did with this young lady Aaliyah. Aaliyah, I believe that you're speaking, these are my opinion. This is a disclaimer, my opinion. I'm speaking upon not totally facts, but when I speak on my life, it's facts. But speaking on this content today is my opinion, and I believe my opinion matters too. But anyway, Aaliyah, I believe you're speaking, you are listening. You saw the signs before it happened. But anyway, Chad presented something to her. She saw something was strange when he cut his hair off the first time, right? And then he came to her apartment. He asked her to bow down, which she thought it was a joke. So he insisted on it again, and she would not listen. She would not take heed to it. So that's when this altercation, this assault came about. He strangled her unconscious. She came through. He came back and he assaulted her again. And she was unconscious once more. If I was her, I would have stayed unconscious. This fool would have completely got out of my way. Well, anyway, she came through. These are the words that we're going to use throughout this content, y'all. These are the things he said to her. You still alive. This bastard, this white supremacist wanted this young lady, this black beautiful queen that decided that she cannot be with a black king to get with this white supremacist. Now she got her wake up call. He told her, she came through the second time, you still alive? I want to tell some of my black sisters that going out, even my black brothers that are going out to these other races to feel that they're going to be comforted and lifted up high on a pedestal. You still alive? Or anyway, let's see the outcome in this, because Chad Willer, he's charged with first degree domestic violent assault, domestic violence, unlawful imprisonment, and resisting arrest. Now we know what is resisting arrest. Resisting arrest is with, you resist arrest, what it says. The unlawful imprisonment means that he had her in there, he put her in this type of environment and imprisoned her in this apartment and held her without her consent. It's like he was the jury and execution at this point. He tried to kill her. So in his first degree domestic violence with assault, he assaulted her. He caused bodily harm to her. That charge should be that bodily harm to her. Well, anyway, I want to know, guys, comment below. Why wasn't Chad Willer charged with attempt murder? Twice he assaulted this young woman and engaged in an assault that was deadly to her esteem, to cause her to be unconscious twice, and she was able to call 911 and got in the bathroom. He was actually sitting there eating while this young lady was in there. He didn't even care. But these are the charges that they're bringing against him, with no regards to this young lady's life. But then now it's some kind of mental health issue, this manic attack. He using these type of excuses. I don't understand it, but let me see if I can share. These are some idiots. Some of our black men and women are some fools out here. They looking for the closest white that they can get. If they can't get the white, if you couldn't get the white like you want, why you didn't get the light skin? Because you guys are not going to stop until we have a string of killing of these black and women, black and brown women and men that choose to go to these demons and devils. I believe Chad Willer was in tune with the occult because of the way he cut his hair. He was in some kind of skinhead. I believe he was in some kind of occult group. These are the things that I believe, in my opinion, that they orchestrate and they get these people, just like this white guy that y'all been hearing and float around had HIV, and he was injecting a lot of the black women. They're so vulnerable. Our people are so vulnerable for these white supremacists. We've been brainwashed for so long. No other groups have been under their attack and under their spells for, you know, it's just outrageous. Let me see if I can share the video, and if I can't, well then again, we're gonna move on to the next story. I just wanted to share that and remember that, because of the charges that they brought against him is differently, and it's going to be a different, because it's an unjust scale we're on right now. These are going to be a totally different outcome with Chad Willer and this Zach Stacy, because Leah, in this case, she realizing it, so she want to be on cold. She wants to not see that he gets a slap on the hand or wrist or whatever. She wants to see imprisonment with him, and she wants to fight for justice for herself. So they do have a GoFundMe floating around for her medical bills to get her back in tune. So let's just jump into Stacy, Zach Stacy. Okay, he's arrested and charged with 2 felonies. The former NFL running back Zach Stacy Shown brutally attacked the mother of his child in a disturbing video that emerged on Thursday. Was arrested Thursday night, according to Stacy's face. Well, according to TMZ. Anyway, Stacy faces 2 felony charges arising from the incident: aggravated battery and criminal mischief. Mischief is more like a criminal mischief. Is like property. He criminalized her property by throwing her body toward the television, which fell on her in front of the 9-month-old baby. Okay. I don't know why his girlfriend, why, well, this is her now. She's speaking. The arrest came after the victim posted the video message urging that Stacy is apprehended. I don't know why his friends are hiding him. She said, see, this demon, this beast that he's dealing with, she's worse than a Lil dealing with this white supremacist. She's gonna be worse. Per TMZ TMZ, Stacey flew from Nashville to Orlando with the intention of turning himself in. He was taken into custody without incident. Stacey has been accused by his victim, Christian Evans, of other attacks in the application for a restraining order. Evans wrote that Stacey has escalated violence since May while I was pregnant. He also, see, this is another thing. Just like I said in her case, these situations, domestic situation, you already know they have consequences. Why wasn't this handsome king married to him, a beautiful black queen, a goddess? If you wanted someone that white, why you didn't just get a real light skinned girl? Now you're gonna be facing some charges and she's amping it up. I can tell the way the video is presented. And when you have cameras like this, you saw some warning signs. Even though she's a woman, she saw the signs, he saw some signs that this was a demon. Maybe she said something to cause him to react the way he react, but that don't give him the right to put his hands and abuse her because she was egging it on. She already know the confidence she's speaking right now to the news report. I feel it in my heart that she set all this up. She set his black ass up. We are set up. They like sheep being guided to the slaughter. Our black women and men. I feel so bad for some of them that are lost because sometimes, I feel long ago I have been lost too until I woke up. So I know I can't throw all of them to the wolves, but I just pray that they wake up. I understand God doesn't deal with just color. I understand that because he got angry. And we know that. And he want us to get angry but not sin to cause an uproar like this. If you were upset, why didn't you just take a walk? Anything and got away from this beast because just looking at it looked like a little man eating animals beast looking white piece of well anyway, I'm sorry. But I had to say that a little bit. I know I'm gonna regret it, but I wanted to say about God when God deal with us. He didn't say we have to go and get with the same people like black on black. Oh, I understand that, but get with a like-minded person that's like-minded like you. You saw where this wasn't gonna go right, but a lot of time they feel that they have to step out of boundaries to get with these white supremacists to be able to be seen and heard and connect and get the connection. And you don't really have to. If you trust God and lean not to your own understanding, He'll direct your path. He said in Jeremiah 29, I knows the thought of a man. He knows our intention. So if your intentions are good and you ask God for someone to come into your life that's going to treat you the way you need to be treated and to respect you, then do it. But nowadays, the way the women and the men are acting toward one another, especially in the black culture, they need to get a prenup. They need to date before they commit to marriages and to even in a relationship. Keep it a separate part. She have her own, you have your own. Because there are wolves out here. There are wolves out here that are ready to tear your ass to pieces. You hear me? Well, anyway, these are the charges for him, and they carry up to the minimum is 15 years. So that's why I wrote, and I'm gonna say it again. You're still alive. That's our quota for today on this segment of the Moors broadcast. You're still alive. Well, anyway, I just wrote down, and I'm gonna say it again about the justice scale is unfair when is they're on. When it's us, they fair and they meet every quota that they need to meet each and every year to demonize, crucify us. And they send in all kind of demons all in different angles to get us. Because the minute these things activate in them, the white supremacist activation is like a program thing. Like some of your toys you get at that certain point, you can press a button and you don't have to be around and you can activate that person, that thing that you're dealing with. And this is what's going on, especially with Chad. That white supremacist activated in him to skin back his head the way he did, and that's when the demon came out when he cut his hair. You see how she noticed that he cut his hair, something was off. But we so docile when it comes down to these white supremacists. We seem like we, like we like puppets on a string. We cannot apprehend these people about to do some harm and bodily harm, but they're going to try to throw the book at Zach compared to Chad Wheeler. Chad Wheeler already activating his lies already, saying that he acted out of these incidents because of a situation. I guess it's really mentally with the manic, whatever. He had something going on with him. Why don't Zach pretend or act the same way they act? And y'all know you need to be in a situation where you can be in the same page with them. Don't let them outnumber you. When you with these white beasts and you're gonna lay down with them, you're supposed to learn your enemy. Because if you don't know your enemy, you cannot fight and withstand this enemy that you're dealing with. That's why they fall to the debt situation. They fall for the okie of what these people are actually bringing to the table, trying to learn these enemies. Just like this young girl, Leah Taylor with this chat. I mean, Leah Taylor with this chat. Willa, she see women keen to a lot of things quicker than the men. The men, I'm sorry, men that are gonna be listening to this, but you guys need to wake up and pay attention to the cunningness of a woman. They have the Jezebel type of spirit. Not all women, but a lot of these women have the Jezebel spirits that overwhelming these men that cannot think for themselves. So if you got a women intuition that your mother then taught you, use it. Use it with all might, no matter how much your mother seemed to be a nag. Because some of these men say, oh, my mother was a nag. She always wanted to do this, wanted to do that. But listen to the insight of a mother. I'm telling you. You'll learn and you won't have to deal with the brick walls that you face each and every day. This is what's going on with Zach. He has to deal with this beast. Let me see if I could share it. If not, I'm gonna just continue on because they had a video out there. She was speaking up and she wanted charges, more charges up on him. She's speaking like she never really loved it him. So I'm kind of like disturbed with her. If you cannot get the video, just look at this demon face.
There have been a couple of other
No, my video can't. I don't know what's going on. It's showing in my little box, but it's not okay.
battery report last
Look at her.
in September as well. That still has yet to be picked up by the state attorney. So, and this one as well is, yet to be picked up by the state attorney.
What did
I
you
feel
see
lost
in
in the
her?
system. And the reason that I went and went public with this is just to get the word out there so that other women don't feel this same
Liar.
way. I'm also afraid that he's going to get away with this, that he's going to
Liar.
and I don't know where he is or that he might retaliate. So I just I don't want anyone else to feel the way that I'm feeling right now.
Trick.
So yeah, that's.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I mean, it's overwhelming. Definitely overwhelming, and I really appreciate all the support that my family and I have gotten. Um, there's been people that have offered for me to stay with them that I don't even know. I've never had this kind of outreach before. But it's a nice part of social media to see that like in the community come together, and I really do appreciate that. I'm just hoping that that can continue until we get him apprehended, because I believe that his friends are hiding him. Yes, we believe. Sure, returning to the Orlando area today. There was some word of that. He was supposed to turn himself in last night. He has not. So just very concerning. I made a GoFundMe. Yes, the intent is to help other domestic violence victims. Hopefully, we can raise enough money to help with Harbor House, who helped me. They're located in the Orange County Courthouse. They're part of like the domestic violence hotline, and they help women file injunctions in the state of Florida. So I would like to, donate some money to them and help just more resources for in my situation. We met in January of 2019 when I was the wellness coordinator for the Memphis Express, which is with the Alliance of American Football. The league ended in April, and then Zach and I began a romantic relationship around August of 2019. It was very on and off for a little while after we had our miscarriage in 2019. We took some time apart, got back together, and then we conceived our son. And ever since then, it's been kind of up and down
as well. Nothing physical
until more recently.
Your son's 5
Your
months
son's
old?
5 months. It's 5 months old. Yes.
Yes.
So first time you really got this.
I'm sick of listening to this
No,
beast. I'm sick. I'm sick of listening to this beast.
This is
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just sick of listening to this beast because this is nothing but a lynching. This is lynching season. Everybody is waking up to the occult. So if you're not waking up, black woman and black man, I'm sorry. That's your loss. Waking up means to understand what's around you and do something about it. You're still alive. That's the end of my broadcast. Again, it's the ATM, the African True Morris Media. I'll have a great day.